Welcome to Busy Little Bee, where opinions sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Let the mayhem swing, let the vibes stay sweet. Let the mayhem sting, but the vibes stay sweet. Then subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the buzz.
Hey everybody, it's Busy Little Bee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about Rachel. Rachel reacts. I call her Rachel repeats because she seems to just explain what you just watched happen. And it's so degrading to the audience, I think, that she feels the need to explain what you just fucking saw. But also, I heard that she has been very into covering Amber again, like obsessively so. They were not wrong. This is way obsessive, and I noticed a lot of similarities in these videos that we're going to be breaking down. Rachel is twirling her hair a lot. She seems to feel the need to bring up Emily every chance she gets, and she's advertising her own videos, like her past videos. It just seems like this is a woman who is not enjoying what she's doing. She doesn't enjoy covering Amber and covering the LCU, and she says it plenty of times. She also claims to have a career, so like, what are you doing? If you don't have to do this, why are you doing it if you hate it so much, you know? So we're going to take a look at some of that stuff today. These streams are all from April 2026, so let's go ahead and get started.
To be honest, I think it was a piss poor effort from Tech when they actually did the show, which we're going to watch in just a minute. None of it was like properly addressed, but it was like the worst roast of Amber I've ever seen be attempted. If you want to know my thoughts on it and all the details, you can go watch this video. A couple things in that video I don't really stand by, but generally speaking, it kind of holds, so you can go watch that if you want. She says 15-year-old, 16-year-old. Now that's kind of an important distinction because 15 and 16, at least in the UK, I don't know what the laws were in the specific state that she was in, but at least in England, 16 is an adult and 15 isn't.
Most people who know the Amberlynn lore know that Libby was 15, almost 16 when they knew her, and she actually turned 16 before they moved away. It's not because of any law.
So when you go 15, 16, you're kind of like trying to smooth over what you did by trying to make it sound like this person was older than they were. And there are freaks online. In my notes, I've written brackets, you mate, which I mean.
She gets such a kick out of that. But Rachel, you were literally flirting with her girlfriend. What does that make you?
Once again, it was just deflection. She didn't really take accountability and just go, you know what, yeah, I shouldn't have fucking done that. It's in this video if you want to watch. It's not like explicitly in there, but I talk about it in there. And the random people on the internet were still random weirdos back in whatever year it was that happened, 2012 or something.
This is another place you can tell where Rachel really doesn't know her lore, because that was like 2016, 2017. Not anywhere close to 2012.
The internet was still weird then, and Amber was still an adult then, you know what I mean? Making comments, sexual comments about Libby having a potential relationship with an adult man called Nick. More about that in this video as well. And also there was the fact that Amber talked explicitly about sexual acts that she and her adult girlfriend were taking part in front of Libby. You are a horrible individual. You can see that 500k in the 500 pounds that are on her body. Like, she literally ate that money. It's a little bit of a fail, but there's enough in there that it's interesting to talk about. So that's what we're going to do.
But there are so many videos that Rachel does where she's like, this is so stupid. This is a straight up non-tent. This is, you know, but she makes a 40 to 50 minute long video about it. It's insane how much time this woman can take saying absolutely nothing of value. It's wild.
It's all stuff that Amber is terrified of. Like Tech is saying, Amber thinks that my girlfriend's going to leave me, that nobody loves me, that my girlfriend hates me. That's all the stuff that Amber is most terrified of. And it kind of shows that what Amber's actually done is projected all of her insecurities onto the people around her. Just thought that was kind of funny. Kind of a bad moment there, but it's just funny because he like digs Amber out for not having a fiance. Yeah, she doesn't, and she likely never will, I don't think. She just thinks that she should be able to sit there wearing this fucking crown and be paid for like just her presence and not actually perform. I don't really care. I'm so busy with my job that like it's perfect timing for it to be really boring for me, speaking selfishly.
Call it a snark Reddit? Are they you being obsessed with people's critiques about you?
Rachel's clearly trying not to respond because she knows there's a snark subreddit about her. I'm sure she doesn't appreciate that. Also, when she laughs like that after she says something, it makes me believe it's not true because she's done it so many times in the past when she was clearly lying. And she's laughing about, oh, good thing my career has kept me busy. Well, if that was truly the case, I don't think I'd have 6 videos just from 9 days from you on Amber. It's all about Amber. And Lord knows you bring up Emily every chance you get.
And your watch history on YouTube just being detractor channels?
So the fact that there's a huge chain of exes who we know definitely dated Amber and they tell similar matching stories that portray similar patterns, then we know they're telling the truth. I mean, some of these exes, like Emily, for example, she's proved it. She's proved it beyond a doubt. The video where Amber is leaning into Emily's car while Emily's smoking. This is the video. You can watch that if you want to see it. But the fact that that happened, like the fact that Emily filmed that and then shared it to the internet is fucking wild. And that she has gone on to admit was a lie. And if you compare those 2 videos, I've done it in one of my videos. I'll try and find it if I can be bothered. I'll put which video it is here and a timestamp. But basically, but I can see why that would be shit, right? It's shit for us. It's shit for me. She's not saying anything. How are you supposed to make content out of that? She's just not talking.
I don't know, Rachel. Here's an idea. Make content about something else or someone else. Whatever, but just this obsessive Amberlynn shit you do is too much, especially with your past of digging into her life and talking to her ex-girlfriend or girlfriend or whatever, the feeder, and then offering to pay the feeder money and then not doing it. Don't think we forgot.
I mean, the idea that Amber would let anybody come to her house apart from obviously random people she doesn't know but has fallen in love with on the internet, like Emily, for example, or Erica, she'll move those right on in. Don't worry about it.
Fortunately for you, Amber, he didn't hire you to just sit there, laugh, and have a good time all day.
Well,
At
yeah.
this point, it's either entertain or be gone. He doesn't need you the way you need him. You're replaceable.
I think that's true. I actually think Apathetic spitting facts there.
Rachel is doing a reaction to a reaction, so it's one of the laziest ways to make content. And then she just keeps repeating either what you already see on screen or what Apathetic Facts says. She just repeats it. That's it. Rachel repeats. Rachel doesn't react.
Super girl world giveth and girl world taketh away. We are just about done with you.
Oh my god, I mean, fucking tea. Like, that was so true. It's pretty shitty to have sat through a 2-hour live stream for them to have then not even done what they said they were going to do.
Except you didn't sit through a 2-hour live stream. You just used Apathetic Facts' video. And in this very video, you don't give Apathetic Facts credit. You do later on in later videos, which is great. I think you should do every time you use their video because that's the only way you're watching it. You're not going to go through the whole live stream and clip it like most of us would do. Now we're going to move on to the next video, which is April 12th.
She like carries out the rest of a little bit of the stream anyway with like an icing goatee. She just looks so embarrassing, and then right near the end she smushes the cake into her face.
She's pretending! She's fake!
Many thanks to Apathetic Facts, whose cut we are watching. This apartment is, I cannot stress to you how small this apartment is. It's so small. And we've been told by Emily in the past that Wasabi was like terrified of Amber and would hide under furniture to get away from her and stuff. So, I mean, to be honest, I think this is quite tragic. I know I've said that already, but like, what is going on here? She's not even like, I don't know, she's got nothing to bring, like no entertainment.
You see how she just acknowledged that she's already said what she just said it again? She will acknowledge how much she repeats herself, and it seems like she's just filling up time. She's not trying to get information across that she feels is important. She's just trying to fill time. Watch hours.
Was that a washcloth? I'm sorry, was that blue thing a washcloth? That looked like a washcloth to me. There's a girl who was getting like 50,000 views per vlog prior. I mean, maybe not quite as much as that, but you know, she was doing well. And now it's this. It's just like, what has happened? It's like I blinked and the Amberverse is like falling apart.
I remember when Rachel's videos used to get 150,000 views, but they're down really low, and now I can see why. She hasn't even improved her obsessive Amberlynn content. She's still doing the same shit, repeating shit, using the same talking points the entire community has already made. And she's not up to date on her lore. She doesn't know a lot of lore for someone who seems so obsessed.
I think the only reason arguably Amber hasn't ended up back in a bedbound era right now is because she doesn't have somebody there all the time to bring her food, so she physically has to maintain at least the level of fitness to go and get food from the DoorDash person. But I think if Emily moved in with Amber, can you imagine what would happen? If Emily moved in, she would quickly descend into a bedbound era. And it reminds me as well of the dangling ankle situation, the legendary dangling ankle where Amber trips over, rolls her ankle, and then I'm pretty sure she became... Did she become bedbound after the dangling ankle? No, I think the dangling ankle was after the 2019 bedbound era. I'm showing the holes in my lore there, not sure.
Yes, the dangling ankle that happened in 2023, she said it made her bedbound. She was bedbound for like a week, maybe 2. She said that she had a hard time even hobbling across her room to her bathroom, but that was quite a ways after the 2019 bedbound era. It was a much shorter bedbound era, but it was bedbound.
So this is cunty, but like, what are those eyebrows? We've paused on this screen here. I'll let you enjoy that for just a moment. Emily, that one's for you. She's like fucking terrified of this giant ogre huffing around. She can't move, like she's being so careful the way she's moving. Because, you know, if she fell over on stream, like slipped over, we'd very soon see, if it's true, what she said about her mum having to come and get her, because she wouldn't be able to get up to turn the stream off. She wouldn't be able to stand herself up. One of the co-hosts would have to like turn off her camera and then call somebody at her apartment complex and be like, can you go and help her? We've just watched her fall over on the live stream. That would be, I mean, dangerous, but also like kind of iconic.
Now look, you guys know I don't like Amberlynn. I think she has done some shitty things. She has been a shitty person. But if you are actively wishing harm on someone and saying it would be iconic, please log the fuck off. You are getting way too involved.
Ew, that face made me feel so ill. Jesus, did you... Oh, there's no like real substance to this video. It is just point and laugh. But sometimes it's kind of nice to do a little bit of like, haha.
Yeah, but Rachel, that's all your videos are. That and repeating what Apathetic Facts said, or just explaining what the fuck people just saw on the screen for themselves.
I've said it already, so I guess I'm just being repetitive, so maybe I'll cut this out, but it's like just so embarrassing. I think she'd be in some like actual serious danger. My god, what are we watching? I bet Emily loves this, man. Bet she puts this on at night time, if you know what I mean.
Wait. Oh my god,
Oh god.
over into the camera.
The way she just looked at the camera like she was so mad and annoyed. Girl, your jealousy is showing. It's so weird. Why would you want to feed her? I don't get it.
Ew.
Amber!
I'm just gonna run that back for you.
Oh my god.
Good lord. I don't know how this is gonna keep going, you know? You've seen it once, you don't want to see it again. That's the way content sort of works.
Yep, and on that note, I cut down 4 more videos that I really don't want to play right now, so we're just gonna wrap up the video here, and if I have time later this week, I'll do more on Rachel. Let me know if you want to see it down in the comments. Also, I was told by a little birdie today that Breezy got demonetized. So we might be talking about that later this week, and we will be catching up with Rosie. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.